Hey everybody, welcome to the Vegas Low Limit Dice channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. As a celebration of National Dice Day on December 4th, we're going to go ahead and launch this channel. I am at a Bubbles Craps machine. So today we are going to go over the basics. Don't forget to subscribe so if when I upload more strategies, you'll be able to be notified there. Click that bell and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. All right, so here we go. This is the basic bubble craps layout. There are multiple types of bubble craps machines out there. There's the one with the center dice, everybody around one set of dice, like a giant Yahtzee game. You'll notice those are very recognizable. These are the inner block games that I'm playing today. So everybody around the circle here has their own set of dice that they're going to pop, and of course you can, any of these strategies you can also take to the actual tables to play on those as well with real dice. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with some basics. When you're thinking about the craps table as a beginner, there's really two bets that you're going to think about. Okay, but before we get to those, I want to point out you're going to see a button here. It says off currently. That means that we're in between games. So it's basically the start of a new game. Once we do the first roll, we're going to get a point number, it's called. That off button will turn over to white and will be placed on one of the numbers. If you walk up to a table and you see that button says on, you know that you're in the middle of a game. It's in progress. Okay? So just basic etiquette at a table, make sure when you're buying in at the table, buy in when that button is on the off position, okay? You don't want anybody to get mad at you. I know sometimes it's tempting, if someone's on a hot roll, you want to get in there. Now, if there is a stoppage in action, then go ahead, but generally you don't want to just throw your money down when that button is on. All right, when we start a new game, there's going to be the come out roll is what it's called. So basically there's two bets here that you're going to make. You're going to either do a pass line bet or a don't pass. So the difference here, they're basically there's two ways to think about it. There's a light side and a dark side, right? And they're kind of opposite, or the opposites of each other, but not quite. So there's a little caveat there. So on the pass line, put your money on that pass line there. You're going to win even money if a 7 or an 11 rolls. Now on a 6-sided die, there's the most ways to roll 7s, right? So there's 6 ways to roll a 7. So that's the highest probability to win. So you are on an advantage playing the don't pass this first roll. Now kind of the then you're going to lose if a 2, 3, or 12 rolls. You'll lose your money. Okay? Now the opposite is semi-true for the don't pass. So you're going to lose with a 7 or 11. You're going to win with a 2 or 3. And then you're going to see here, this bar 12 means that it's a push. So that's where some of the casino advantage comes from. All right, so if it's 12 rolls, you basically keep your money. It's basically a push. Now, so we'll go ahead and we're going to, for demonstration purposes, we'll go ahead and roll just $1 on this first roll here. Show you what happens. Okay, so the dice are rolling here. Okay, so we rolled an 11, so we won double our money, or even money, right? So we'll go ahead and roll that again so we can see what happens. All right, so that's a 9. So now the button moved to the on position on top of the 9. Now what needs to happen is we need to roll another 9 for us to win. Okay? If a 7 rolls, we lose. Any of the other numbers roll, those are just things that you can bet on along the way. Now if we were playing the don't pass and a 9 rolls, we lose on that, but we win if a 7 rolls. So it's kind of the advantage switches to the player on the don't pass after the very first roll. Okay, so the craps table has probably the single best bet in the casino, and that is the odds. So on your don't pass and pass line, you have the ability to take odds or lay odds. Pass line, you're taking odds. Don't pass, you lay odds. And those are true odds, so the casino does not have an advantage on that, so it's a 0% house edge. All right. On this machine here, we can do as much as 2 times that bet. Some tables have 3, 4, 5 times bet. On the real tables here at Station Casinos, it's a 10 times bet you can do. Now, the only way you can play those odds bets, though, are with the pass line, so that cuts into that edge. All right, so now that we've established a point, as it's called, which is our 9, similarly, we have the come and don't come bars, which are basically like the pass and don't pass bets when that button is on. So I can put a come bet on now, and it's going to act the same way that our dollar pass line bet acted on that very first roll. So it's like your own private game as it starts. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's roll this out and see what happens here. Okay. So it's a 4. We roll the 4, so nothing's going to happen. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's place another dollar come bet. Now we'll win on a 7 or 11, and we'll lose with a 2, 3, or 12. Any other of these numbers, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, will become our second point. Okay, there's that 4 again. So here we can do our odds. This machine will kind of prompt you to add it. So we'll do 2 times our odds there. Now, the further you get away from the 7, the harder, the less likely it is to hit those numbers, so your odds are going to pay more. Okay, so we'll do one more come bet now. This is actually one of the older strategies. It's called the standard in a lot of cases. You'll also hear it referred to as the 3-point molly. So you're going to do 1 pass line and then 2 come bets. All right, so that's a 6. So we'll take 2 times our bets there for the 6. And we're just going to go ahead and roll this out here. Let's hit a couple of those numbers. All right, 4, 2, 6. So we just won our bet plus our odds bet. So our $2 paid us $2.40 on that. So we'll just go ahead and replace that with another $1. And there's our 7. So we lose our 2 existing comes, come in the pass line, but we win the one there. All right, so out of 100, we're down 60 cents now. So the other strategy that I wanted to show you for a beginner is just to play 6 and 8. So you can play the pass line. If you're going to be shooting at a table, you have to play the pass or don't pass line. All right, that's kind of your ticket to roll the dice. We don't have to do that on this machine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place the 6 and 8. All right, we're going to tell it that we want those working. You can tell the box person working the table that you want your butts working. Always look at your table minimums. So we're just going to do $1 on each of those just for demonstration purposes. So let's see what happens. So we're going to win with a 6 or an 8. All right, so we got a 6. All right, so the point is 6. If I was playing the pass line, we would have needed to roll another 6. I'm going to go ahead and keep that $1 there. We'd want $1.18. All right, on that roll. So hopefully 6 or 8, those are the second most common numbers besides 7. All right, so that's 10. So when you have a pair, your dice have a pair on there, 2 5s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 2s. Those are called the hard ways. We'll get to those in a later video. But let's just go ahead and play the 6 and 8 out. All right, so that's a hard 4. All right, doesn't affect us here. All right, 5, 5, center, no field 5. Again, doesn't affect us. All right, an 8, so our 8's gonna win. All right, so we've recouped our money now, so we got 2 hits. All right, so on the next hit, what I'm going to say to do is to press our bet. So to take some of our earnings, put it back on the number, That way we can increase our potential here. We want to leverage a hot roll by pressing our bets. All right, 3. Doesn't affect us. Okay, we're gonna keep going. All right, so there's another 6. Nice, so we won $1.16, basically. We're gonna go ahead and add $1 to that 6. All right, we're gonna turn our bets on, since we're not playing a pass line bet. All right, so that's a 9. Again, no effect for us. So let's keep going. All right, another 9, so that's the point. All right, so we got a hot shooter rolling here. Come on. All right, we got a 5 now, 5, 5. No, field 5, come on, we need that 6. Let's hit that 6 again. Okay, 7. 7 out. So we lost our $3 there. So we're at 99.88. All right, so we've lost 12 cents. Not too bad. Again, I'm only playing $1 level. One thing I want to point out to you is when you're playing at a table, you want to make sure that you're playing the correct amount of money to get paid out properly. So 4, 5, 9, and 10, you can do that in increments of $5. 6 and 8, however, when you place those bets, you want to make sure that they're in increments of 6, because those are going to pay 7 to 6. So every $6 you bet, you're going to win $7. If you bet $5 on those, you're not going to get that change. The casino's going to round down in their favor. Okay? All right, hopefully that was informative for you. Any beginner Bubble Craps players or Craps players in general, make sure that you do subscribe. I'm going to come back with more strategies here, and we will talk to you soon. All right, stay low, stay gold.